The Macomb Bombers look to defend their floor one more time in the 2024-2025 regular season. It's the Bombers and it's the Payson-Seymour Indians. And it's next on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Backtown Fitness in Macomb. Ron Elbiato Sales. Elbiato Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Payson loses it. Doyle slams it home. And the crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
A big welcome to the hangar and the final home game of the regular season for the 2024-2025 campaign for Jeremy Anderson's Macomb Bombers as they look to defend the floor one more time this year against Tyler Dushinsky's Payson-Seymour Indians. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene. So happy to have you along with us. We've made it to almost the end of another season, and the Macomb Bombers at 22-4 look for win 23 tonight after a narrow victory over their regional rival here next week in the Canton Little Giants on Saturday. The Bombers, they're looking for win number 19 on this floor over the past 2 years. They are 18-1 right here at the hangar over the past 2 seasons. They look to pick up win number 19 tonight, and they look to do it in dominant fashion. Tyler Dushinsky's Payson-Seymour Indians stand in the way, and they're always a sneaky good team, a team that, well, over the last few years entered their regional contest as an underdog in Class 1A. They weren't expected to make it past the quarterfinals. They make it all the way to the title game, and they take home a Class 1A regional plaque. They are sneaky good, and the Macomb Bombers want to defend this floor one more time here this year ahead of their hosting their Class 2A regional finals next week here in Bomber Country. It's going to be a good one tonight, and we're about 11 minutes away from the opening tap between the Bombers and the Payson-Seymour Indians. One of 2 contests for the Bombers this week to wrap up the regular season. They will be on the road next week, or on the road this week. Friday night, they will be in Monmouth to face Chuck Grant's Titans at the Shoebox, and then they will be at home next week for the Class 2A regional championships. We'll take a short break. Back with more from the hangar in Macomb, about 10 minutes away from the opening tap. When we return, we will meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. More from the hangar after these local messages. It's the Bombers and it's the Payson-Seymour Indians, and it's next on the BSN.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family-owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Welcome you back to the pregame show, and we will meet our starting lineups tonight as the 22-4 Macomb Bombers set to face Tyler Dushinsky's Payson-Seymour Indians here in about 7 minutes. For Tyler Dushinsky's squad, he will start at the 1 guard, Lane Barker, number 4. 2nd guard, 23, Blake Schwartz. 3rd guard, 24, Nolan Sparks. Forward, 32, Connor Howell. And down low, Nicholas Boone. Again, Tyler Dushinsky, the head coach of the Payson-Seymour Indians. For the Macomb Bombers at 22-4 on the year, they'll start their traditional 5, 1 guard, 0, Nolan Hogue. The other guard, 1, Drew Watson. The 1 forward, 5, Malachi Conley. The point guard, 12, Braden Holthouse. And down low, 25, Langdon Lambert. Jeremy Anderson, the Bombers head coach. Assistant coaches Justin Ellison and Brian Langworthy and Zach Keene. Payson-Seymour, they have a chance to hit a milestone tonight, as number 23, Blake Schwartz, just a handful of points away from hitting the all-time leading scorer in school history for Payson-Seymour. So the Bombers going to have a chance to try to stop that milestone from happening on the defensive end. And if anybody does defense better than Jeremy Anderson, I don't know who that might be. So the Bombers looking to defend the home floor tonight and try to avoid that milestone for Blake Schwartz. But again, that milestone on the line tonight. And again, Jeremy Anderson upcoming on a milestone of his own. Just a handful of wins away, 6 to be exact, from becoming the all-time leading winningest coach, leading the all-time winningest coach in Macomb Bomber basketball history on the boys' side. He will pass that milestone here in just over a handful of games, handful of wins he needs to become the all-time winningest head coach. And if he was to hit that milestone this year, that would take us to the sectional finals. And, of course, he got win 300 at the sectional championship last year, so why not run it back again this year? Bombers and the Indians, we're about 5 minutes away from the opening tap and introductions of this one. Should be a good one on hand tonight. And a nice crowd on hand in student section. Again, the final regular season home game for the Macomb Bombers this year. They host the Class 2A Regional next week right here at the Hangar on Wednesday and Friday. So one final game here to get your jitters out, and then it's going to be all full steam ahead for all these teams across Illinois as they prepare for the postseason. And again, Macomb going to be traveling to Monmouth-Roseville on Friday night to face Chuck Grant's Titans in the bragging rights battle. That the final game of the year on the regular season side for the Bombers. So they look to get win 23 tonight and a chance to get win 24 on Friday as well. So good work indeed by this Bomber squad this year. And again, yet to not have a 20-win season in this decade when 20 games are contested. Obviously, the one exclusion is the 2021 COVID year. Otherwise, knock that out. It is 20 wins across the board this entire decade. So Jeremy Anderson rolling, and his Bombers have been playing well. We're going to take another break. Back with the opening introductions after these local messages. This is the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
We welcome you back to the Hangar, and the Bomber Band is going to roar on the fight song. We'll let you take it in, and we'll send it to Greg Duncan for our opening introductions.
For tonight's non-conference matchup featuring the Payson-Seymour Indians and your Macomb High Bombers. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem by the Macomb High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Doug Matsey.
Now we meet the starting lineups, and we go back to Greg Duncan. Let's meet the visiting Payson-Seymour Indians.
13 and 13. At 1 yard for the Indians, a senior, number 4, Lane Parker. At another guard, a senior, number 23, Blake Schwartz. A third guard for the Indians, a junior, number 24, Nolan Sparks. A forward, a senior, number 32, Connor Howell. And the other forward, a senior, number 44, Nicholas Boone. The Indians are coached by Tyler Dushinsky, Austin Bramberg, Britton Hamill, and Cole Schwartz.
So now the lights will go dim. Let's meet the Bombers of Macomb. We go back to Greg Duncan and we meet the Macomb Bombers.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Macomb High Bombers. At 1 guard, a junior, number 1, Drew Watson. At another guard, a senior, number 5, Malachi. A senior, number 12, Brayden Holthouse. At forward, a junior, number 0, Nolan Poe. And the other forward, a senior, number 25, Langdon Landon.
So there you have it. Jeremy Anderson, of course, not changing anything up. Hogue, Watson, Lambert, Conley, and Holthouse out there for the Bombers, and want to protect this floor one last time in the regular season. Rick Van Stop, Robert, Bobby Macomb, and Rusty Miller in the stripes tonight. Bombers, Payson-Seymour Indians, the final home game of their 2024-2025 regular season. Bombers in the home whites, orange and black trim. Payson-Seymour and the visiting Blues with the white trim. Hogue at center floor along with Nicholas Boone. Bombers, Payson Indians. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. Up and underway. Bombers will control the opening tap, and we get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad just to our right. So the Bombers control the opening tap. They move from our left to right as we see it courtside here at MHS Gym and the Hanger. Watson, left corner now. In the front court is Conley. Conley moves it right side, back to the top of the arc to Holthouse. Right corner, Watson. And the Bombers going to go with their traditional ball movement out of the gates here, trying to get to win 23 on the year tonight and win 19 over the past 2 years right here on this floor. 19-1 on the home court if they win tonight against Tyler Dushinsky's Payson-Seymour Indians. Left corner three on the way. Hogue to get it started. He missed it. Rebound at Payson, and they will push the other way. Barker on the rebound, ahead now. Sparks ahead. That gets knocked out of bounds by the Indians. And it will be Bomber basketball going the other way. And the Orange Crush, the whiteout theme tonight, of course. They're chanting fundamentals. Large student section on hand. They're packed in there over there just to our left. Holthouse cross midfloor. Ball comes loose. Bombers able to secure it, reset the offense. Left side of the front court is Conley. Back top of the arc. And the key for Watson. Right corner is Holthouse. Holthouse drives, pressured, knocked out of bounds. The last touched by Holthouse. He disagrees, and it will be Payson basketball, and Tyler Dushinsky will begin directing traffic on the offensive end. Bombers coming off a 47-41 win at Canton on Saturday, a team they're going to see next week in the regional semifinals right here at the Hangar. Front court is Barker. Barker knocked out of his hands, ahead now to Schwartz. Schwartz with a drive, and we have a whistle and a foul. So Watson will pick up a foul. It'll be his first personal, team first as well. Payson basketball. Top of the key, Barker. Barker kicks left corner. Ball comes out loose. Hogue trying to get a hand on it, unable to do so. Picked up mid-court by Howell. Payson resets as we hit the 6:20 mark. Opening quarter of high school basketball here in Tuesday night. Payson-Seymour Indians, Macomb Bombers. Good to have you with us. Final games of the IHSA regular season here at the Hangar. Front court drive to the basket, lays it up and in. Nolan Sparks, and Payson strikes first in this non-conference friendly. So 2-0 advantage early here for the Payson-Seymour Indians. Watson in the front court with it. Looks left court. Now Nolan Hogue with it. Hogue on the left-hand side. Looking back to Holthouse at the top of the key. Holthouse down low. Bombers trying to get one on the board. Banks it in. It's Nolan Hogue who puts it up and in. And everybody will take their seats. 2-2. We're tied. And the Bombers and Payson-Seymour Indians tied at 2 apiece. Left corner now for Payson. Moving around the outside. We're tied at 2 apiece here early in this non-conference contest. Blake Schwartz with it. Inside drive to Nicholas Boone. Boone with it at the free throw line. Kicks back out. Reset. Sparks back with it. Front court now. Schwartz with a drive. Kicks to the corner. Finds Howell. Howell can't find a shot. Bombers upping the defensive pressure here early. Howell with it, looking, trying to find an open man. Conley there on the defensive end. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. It's good for Blake Schwartz. Schwartz trying to become the all-time leading scorer in Payson basketball history tonight. Bombers trying to avoid that scenario from happening on their home floor. Conley on the left front court. Back to Watson. Watson at the top of the arc. They exchange with each other, Watson and Conley. 3 ball. Conley. Long one, missed it. Off the front iron. Rebound Payson. They'll push the other way with a 2-point advantage. Front court lane Barker. Barker outside to Schwartz. Schwartz ahead to Barker once again. Barker tapped away by Conley. Conley on the break. Trying to go all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and he got it. We're tied at 4 apiece. Conley on the board for the first time tonight. We're tied at 4. with 3:53 left in the opening period. Low-scoring affair here early in Macomb tonight. Tuesday Night Hoops on the BSN. Right corner now. Sparks with it. Ahead now to Connor Howell. Tapped out of his hands by the Bombers. And Barker will push on the reset. Ahead now for the Indians. Now Barker with it in the front court. 3.5 to play. Holthouse gets a hand on it. Pushes the other way all by himself. Knocked out of his hands.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Payson. Bomber basketball.
And it will be Bomber basketball.
Payson lineup number 13, Landon Gooding, and number 20, Dalton Phillips.
4-4 were tied with 3:25 to play in the first period. Watson in the front court, left side. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Watson looks down low. Lambert to Hogue, who completes the play. And the Bombers get their first lead of the contest tonight at the 3:15 mark. 6-4. 2-point lead. 3:05 to play. Outside perimeter for the Payson Indians. Schwartz with a drive. Ahead. Now to Gooding, trying to complete the play. They kick back out in the reset. 3 ball on the way. Sparks can't get it to go. Conley able to secure it in motion. Conley pushing the other way. Across the timeline to the right corner for Watson. Watson thought about a three, didn't take it. Conley now with it. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic as Conley will reset. Right corner now. Left side of the floor. Holthouse for 3. Missed it. Conley down low there. Lambert back out to Watson. Watson to Holthouse for another 3. Bang! And Braden Holthouse buries the 3. It's 9-4, and the Bombers starting to heat up here early on this Tuesday night. Holthouse up in the defensive pressure on Nolan Sparks. Sparks feeds to the corner, finds lone Gooding. Gooding, cross court, now 3 ball on the way. Off the front iron, no good for Schwartz. Put back up, it's good from Lane Barker. Conley with it. Ahead, left front court for Watson. Watson to Holthouse for another 3. Back to back, missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Payson on the reset. They can tie it with a 3, make it a 1-point game with a 2. 3 ball on the way. Barker, air ball. Picked up on the floor. Holthouse, right corner 3. Conley missed it. Off the top of the back iron. Watson, left corner 3. Bang!
That's a 3 from Drew Watson.
Watson extends the Bomber lead to 6. 12-6 with 1:17 to play. The bank staying open late here on this Tuesday night. Schwartz went into the front court. He'll reset with Barker. Barker trying to find a path. Hogue got a hand on it. Dives into the bench. Payson able to save it. Gooding with it in the left corner. Barker with it. Feeds to Sparks in the front court. Left corner drive on the way for Gooding. Gooding back out with under 43 to play in the first period. Down low toss-up. Swatted by Conley. Conley going to push the other way. Conley ahead to Lambert. Puts it up. Off the back iron. No good. Put back by Hogue. Can't get it to go. Payson on the rebound. They'll push the other way. Schwartz with it. And Payson will push to Sparks. Sparks on the reset. With 20 seconds to play, Payson can have the last shot if they choose. Indians drive, turnaround, toss-off. Off the back iron, in and out, no good. 13 seconds, and Jeremy Anderson says we will take the last shot. Down to 10. Conley with it. He will drive. Kick out to Watson. Watson with 5 and 4. Watson a drive. Fade away. Jumper won't go. Knocked out of bounds, and again, great clockwork by Dan Nudd.
Back into the Indian lineup, number 44, Nicholas Boone.
And it will be Bomber basketball. 3/10 of a second left. Conley missed the shot. 12-6 at the end of 1, and the Macomb Bombers lead the Payson-Seymour Indians. We'll pause for a break. Back after these local messages on the BSN.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Macomb Fitness in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Good to have you with us tonight. Bomber cheer squad out at mid-floor right now, and they did their annual junior clinic in the middle of the junior varsity game and had a good turnout for that. And, of course, good crowd on hand for that as well. That's always the most well-attended junior varsity contest of the year, and it's always neat to see the community come out for that. So Payson basketball as we get the second quarter underway here, and Macomb with a 6-point lead. Get everybody out and set, and the Indians will take the arrow as we get the second quarter underway. 12-6 they trail. Bombers shooting well in the late part of the first quarter, giving them a 12-6 lead, including 2 threes, one from Watson, one from Holthouse. 2 players that are going to be needed over the next couple of weeks. Up from the front court, it's Nolan Sparks across the timeline, 15 seconds into this second quarter. Baker with it, down low for Boone to the basket, can't get it to go. Rebound put back, no good for the Indians. Put back third time won't go for Nicholas Boone, and the Bombers on the rebound. Holthouse across the logo at mid-floor, 12-6. Watson at the top of the key now. 7:25 to play. Line ball with it, left side of the court. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic from the bench. In the right front is Holthouse. Holthouse looking, back to line ball at the top of the key. Left corner now, Watson thought about a 3, didn't take it. Ahead now for line ball with a drive. Looking. Watson the open man in the left corner. Tapped in midair, grabbed on the right side by Holthouse. Back top of the key, it is line ball down low to LB. Bombers using some ball movement. Somebody's got to shoot at some point. Watson tripped up in motion. Indians take it the other way, and a whistle and a foul. Jeremy Anderson is not pleased.
Bomber foul number 3, Isaac Lineball, his first, team first. Back into the pace.
So that's going to be on line ball, his first, team first as well. Jeremy Anderson not pleased with how the Bombers are taking care of the ball here early in this contest. 6:30 to play. Payson back with it. They trail by 6. Front court, it is Nolan Sparks. Sparks with it. Left side now is Barker. To the basket, scoring a foul. It's good from Nicholas Boone.
Bomber foul number 23, Nick Elby. Count the basket by Nicholas Boone. He'll go to the line to shoot.
So 1 free throw here for Boone, and he missed it. Foul was on Nick Elby, his first personal, team second, and the Bombers will push the other way. Holthouse with it in the front court with 6:15 to play. 12-8, a 4-point lead for the Bombers. Right side Watson. Watson ahead to line ball at the top of the key. Left quarter now is Holthouse. Holthouse trying to find a path. Back out to line ball. He drives, takes 3 steps. Triple team there. Looks for Watson for an answer. Watson, cross-court pass to Holthouse. Holthouse brings it up into the right front court. Line ball with it at the top of the key. Watson with a drive. Back out to Holthouse. He's in the left corner now. Holthouse with a drive. Back out to the right corner 3 for Watson. Missed it. Used every part of the rim. Nick Elby there to put it back up and in. It's good. And Elby on the board for the first time tonight for the Bombers and their first basket in the second quarter. 14-8, a low-scoring affair with 5:23 to play in the first half. Floater on the way, no good. Put back, good for Lane Barker. Barker with 4 tonight, and the lead back to 4 for the Bombers. Watson for 3. At the top of the key, won't go. Rebound by Payson, and they will reset. Going the other way. Bombers with a 4-point lead. Payson trying to cut into it once again tonight. Top of the key, Nolan Sparks. Sparks with it. Now in the left corner, it is Blake Schwartz for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Holthouse. Holthouse ahead to Watson. They'll move from our right to left. Bombers play fast. They are the flying Bombers to the basket. Holthouse with it on the break. Back out to Watson. Watson a drive. Breaking ankles out there. Holthouse. Back out to line ball. Left corner 3. Holthouse. Yes! And the crowd rises to their feet in a standing ovation. A 7-point lead, Macomb's largest lead of the night. Here in this contest tonight. To the basket goes Baker. He puts it up and in, and the lead back to 5. 17-12. Watson down there in trouble. Ball comes out loose. Dive on the floor for it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to be Bomber basketball with 3:50 to play.
The Bombers back into the Payson lineup, number 20, Dalton Phillips. Into the Macomb lineup, number 5, Malachi Conley. Number 0, Nolan Ho. And number 25, Langdon Lambert.
So Bomber basketball out of the jump ball here. 3:50 to play. Bombers with a 5-point lead. Watson to Holthouse in the right corner for 3. Bang!
Back-to-back threes from Braden Holthouse.
3 threes on the night for Holthouse, and the Bombers' lead is 8. 20-12. 8, the largest lead of the night now. Schwartz with it with 3:23 to go. Trying to find a path. Bombers upping the defensive pressure. Schwartz 5 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer in Payson basketball history. And it's going to be Bomber basketball.
It's Bomber basketball.
Holthouse to bring it up into the front court. He'll switch with Watson. Payson up in the defensive pressure. Bombers get it across the timeline. Swatted away into the hands of Holthouse. Left side of the floor now. Watson ahead to Holthouse, who fires another 3. Missed it. Off the front iron, and a whistle and a foul. Going to be on Payson.
Payson foul on number 4, Lane Barker, his first, team first.
So that's going to be on Lane Barker, his first, team first as well. And the Bombers will maintain possession. Left side of the floor is Holthouse. Back to Conley in the front court. 2:43 to play. Watson ahead to Nolan Hogue on the left side. Holthouse with a drive to the basket, lays it up and in. And the lead to double digits, 10 now. 22-12. 2:28 to play in the first half. Front court now for Nolan Sparks. Sparks with Holthouse on the defensive end. Sparks trying to find an answer. Sparks ahead now to Lane Baker. Barker now with a drive. Back outside to Phillips. Payson resets the offense at the top of the key as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. Schwartz with it, 5 away from becoming the all-time leading scorer, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Malachi Conley.
Malachi Conley, his first.
It's going to be his first, team third.
Lineup number 40, Ashton Baker, and into the Bomber lineup number 3, Isaac Lineball.
So Lineball is going to come in for Jeremy Anderson. Payson basketball out of bounds in front of near the Bomber student section down there in the front. Nolan Sparks to bring it up the floor here. 1:55 to play in the first half here at the hangar in MHS Gym. Schwartz with it in the front court. 1:47 to play. Schwartz ahead to Barker. Barker on the left side. Ahead now it is Sparks. Sparks with the drive in the lane. Kicks back out. Baker with it. 1.5 to play in the first half. Baker down low to Boone, and a whistle and a foul.
No baskets. Bomber foul number 25, Langdon Lambert, his first.
And Langdon Lambert's going to pick up a foul.
Conley re-enters the lineup.
And Payson maintains the basketball out of bounds. 22-12, Bombers by 10. 1:25 to play. Payson now in the right corner with it. It is Sparks with it. Drives, kicks ahead now to Barker. Barker at the top of the key. Ahead to Sparks. Sparks with a drive. Trying to find a floater. He tosses one up, won't go. And the rebound by Isaac Lineball. Lineball to Watson. Watson to Conley, who completes the play. Tried to anyway. Can't go. In and out, no good. Jeremy Anderson says we got to play our pace of basketball. 60 seconds to go in the first half. 22-12. 55 seconds to play in the second quarter. Hogue up on the defensive end. Baker with it. Back to Nolan Sparks. Sparks at the top of the key. Left corner. Right corner, actually. Drive at a floater. Nope, no good. And the Bombers on the rebound. Lambert to Conley. Jeremy Anderson says be patient with it. Reset. He's directing traffic now with 30 seconds to play in the first half. 23 seconds to play. And Macomb with a 10-point lead, down to 19 here. And Jeremy Anderson says we're going to wait it out here for the last shot. 15 seconds to play. Line ball at the top of the key. Right corner now is Lambert. Lambert ahead to line ball in the right front court. Line ball down low. Lambert completes the play. Up and good. 3 seconds left in the half. 2, 1. Long three ball. It is no good. Off the back iron. And the Macomb Bombers are going to go into the locker room with their largest lead of the night at 12 points. 24-12. After these local messages, back with the halftime numbers and more on the More Than Meets the Eye pregame or halftime show from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Back with you here on the halftime break. The Bomber dance team out on the floor right now and giving us their halftime performance here. 8 minutes left in the break. And Bombers scored 12 in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter. Payson-Seymour scores 6 in the first quarter and 6 in the second quarter. And don't see that very often, but both teams very consistent on the scoring end tonight. And we're going to have, Ed Fulkerson coming out on the floor now. And there you go, Ed Fulkerson doing a little dancing tonight. Well, you don't see that very often. There you go. Dean of Students Ed Fulkerson says, I can be part of the dance team too. So there you go. Nice. They've been trying to get him to do that for a couple of years now. So kudos to them and kudos to Mr. Fulkerson for finally agreeing to do it. 24-12 here at the break. Here are the halftime numbers. Nolan Hogue with 4 for the Bombers, 3 for Drew Watson, 2 for Malachi Conley, 11 for Braden Holthouse. He leads the way for Macomb. 2 for Elby, 2 for Lambert. For Payson-Seymour, 4 for Lane Barker. Blake Schwartz with 2. 2 for Ashton Baker, and Nicholas Boone adds 2 as well. Blake Schwartz still 5 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer in Payson history. The Bombers obviously trying to avoid that happening tonight. We'll see how it all plays out. 6.5 left here in the break. Quarter scores 12-6 Macomb after 1, 24-12 Macomb after 2. So the Bombers trying to get their 19th win over the past 2 years here at the break. And we'll see if they're going to be able to do so. The Bombers trying to finish this second year here, 19-1 over a 2-season stretch here at the Hangar. So we're going to see if we can do it. And we welcome you into the booth tonight. Good to have you with us here on what will be the final regular season home game for this Macomb Bombers team here in the 2024-25 campaign. Of course, all eyes are going to be on that regional right here at the Hangar next week as everybody opens postseason play, and it'll be interesting to see how the Bombers look. And obviously, Rock Ridge is going to be in that regional. They're going to be the powerhouse in it, but Rock Ridge. Farmington likely going to be in it, and of course Canton, the other team that Macomb has to play for a third time this year. The girls basketball team bowed out in regional play last night. They played Canton for the third time this year as well. Canton outscoring Macomb in the second half, 37-12 to take that one away from the girls. And the Bomber boys have to face that same problem in Canton in regional play, and it will also be for the third time. And as the girls were going into that regional game, they are also 2-0 against Canton. So kind of that weird scenario where hopefully the third time isn't the charm for Canton on the boys' side as well. So we'll see how it all plays out. But the Macomb Bombers got one here they got to handle first in Payson-Seymour, and they lead by 12. Good first half, and it's good to see Braden Holthouse. He's going to be a key for the Bombers over the next couple of weeks here. If Braden Holthouse gets that rhythm back and he's shooting the ball very well, Macomb's going to be hard to stop. Add in Drew Watson, add in Langdon Lambert, add in Malachi Conley, and add in Nolan Hogue, who we talked with Dr. Kurt Oldfield on Saturday, who did the game with us at Canton. Nolan Hogue is the guy that does all the little things down low. And along with Nick Elby, when Elby's in there as well, they do the little things that matter the most. You may not see him on the stat sheet at the end of the night, but you'll see it definitely in the wins this year that Macomb has had. Bombers looking for win 23 on the year. We'll pause for another break. The Bombers trying to finish the job and win their final game to go to 19-1 over the last 2 years here at the Hangar. We'll pause for another break. Back with the second half and more from the Hangar after these local messages. You're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron Elby Auto Sales. Elby Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Vauxhall at 309-837-3233 today.
We welcome you back to the hangar in Macomb, Illinois. The Bombers with a 12-point advantage over the Payson-Seymour Indians with 16 minutes to be played left here at the hangar. Bombers looking for win 23 on the year. Be 23-4 heading into their, final regular season game. That's on Friday night in Monmouth, and surely going to be a heck of an atmosphere. Always is when you go to the shoebox, particularly on a Friday night. Macomb has not done that for a handful of years now. So, expect a full crowd, expect that place to be rocking, and it's going to be a tough place to play. So it's going to be a hard way to finish out the regular season. Of course, Monmouth always wanting to beat Macomb, and particularly even more when Chuck Grant is pacing the sidelines. 12-point lead here for the Bombers. They're getting their final shots up. They're going to go back with their starting five of Hogue, Watson, Conley, Holthouse, and Lambert. So Jeremy Anderson not changing anything up out of the locker room. Very rarely does. And the Bombers looking to close out the Payson-Seymour Indians. But Payson, as we've seen tonight, they can get those couple of shots in a row to fall, and this thing becomes a different ball game very quickly. So we'll see how both teams react out of the locker room. Again, Macomb trying to finish the job here and make their 27th the best final regular season home game, and finish out one last game here on the regular season side at home before hosting the regional here next week. There's the horn, and we're ready to get the second half underway here at the hangar tonight. And we have viewers with us tonight. Good to have everybody with us. Quincy, Macomb class of 1970, Nicholsville. Viewers with us in Macomb, Orlando, Florida, Champaign, Illinois. ILL, of course, we wish our friends in Champaign the best tonight. They're playing Wisconsin, probably about right now, and I haven't even looked at the score. Canton, Carthage, Quincy. Viewers also with us 5 miles south of Macomb, Illinois. Orlando, Florida, two of us there. Florida, Chatham, Illinois. Viewers with us in Wisconsin, Bushnell, Colchester, Illinois. So good to have everybody with us tonight. Also viewers with us in Wisconsin and Indianapolis. So good to have everyone with us tonight as the Bombers look to finish out the second half against the Payson-Seymour Indians. We are underway, and we get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad one last time here at the hangar. They are just to our right. So Payson starting on the offensive end. And a whistle and a foul. It'll be the first of the half.
Bomber foul number 25, Landon Lambert, his second.
Lambert going to pick up the foul, his second, team first. And Connor Howell is going to go to the line for two right out of the gates here. Payson 0 of 1 from the line tonight. So the first free throw up, and he got it. So Payson going to strike first here in the second half. Second free throw, missed it. And the Bombers will push the other way from our right to left as we see it here courtside at the hangar. Lambert to Holthouse in the front court to Conley. Watson at the top of the key. About a minute into this third quarter. The Bombers with the lead here. Conley, pull-away jumper. He got it. 26-13. Malachi Conley up and good. Conley with 4 on the night. 6:57 to play. And, blocking foul.
Bomber foul number 5, Malachi Conley.
And Conley going to pick up his second. Team second as well. 6:56 to go, and it will be Payson basketball out of bounds. Into the lane go the Indians, and a jump ball tie-up.
Possession arrow to the Bombers.
And the Bombers will gig it back. Arrow switches. 6:54 mark of the third quarter. Conley with it in the front court. He'll give to Holthouse, who's at the top of the key. Holthouse ahead now to Nolan Hogue. Hogue from the free throw line, pulls up, misses it. Rebound Payson, they'll go the other way with it. Left to right goes Nolan Sparks. Sparks with it, kicks to the corner. 3-ball on the way for Barker, he got it. And the lead cut to 10 by the Indians. 26-16. Down the other way, Watson hits the jumper, and the lead extended by the Bombers to 12. 28-16, so Payson and the Bombers trading baskets. Stolen away by the Bombers again. Holthouse trying to go all the way, can't save it. He does. Can't save the basket, but he kicks out to Conley. Conley to Watson at the top of the key. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic. Holthouse with it at the top. 5:50 to play. Watson looking down low for Conley. Pulls up jumper. He got it. Malachi Conley, 6 points now. And the Bombers 30-16 lead now. 5.5 to play in the third quarter. Bombers starting to pull away from the Payson-Seymour Indians. Schwartz with it, kicks to the right corner. Ball comes loose. Able to pick it up is Barker. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Braden Holthouse. Holthouse into the corner with 5:13 to play. Conley with it. To Watson. Watson over to Braden Holthouse. And that is out of bounds. 5:03 to play. 30-16.
Number 13, Landon Goody.
Out of bounds. 5:03 to play. And Payson will move from our left to right with 4:57 to play in the third quarter. Macomb 30, Payson 16. Second half rolling along here, and a whistle and a foul.
Bomber foul on number 5, Malachi Conley.
So Conley going to get his third, team third as well.
Shoot 2 for the Payson. Blake Schwartz.
And Schwartz will go to the free throw line. 5 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer. This will put him 4 points away. Made it. Used every part of the rim.
Back into the Bomber lineup.
So he's 4 points away.
Replacing Conley.
30-17, 4:51 to go. Second one. Got them both. So Schwartz 3 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer in Payson basketball history. Top of the key is Watson. Left corner for Nolan Hogue. Back ahead to Holthouse. Holthouse to Watson with 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Holthouse top of the key to Langdon Lambert. Lambert looking to line ball. Watson back to line ball with 4:20 to play. Down low is Holthouse. Holthouse looking, drive, tapped around, grabbed by Watson. 4:14 to play. Jeremy Anderson having to direct traffic once again tonight. Lambert at the top of the key in the front court. To Hogue. Hogue looking, waiting for the play to develop. Watson back with it. Bombers reset on the offensive end. Holthouse 3, missed it. Rebound Nolan Hogue puts it up, and he's fouled.
Payson foul on number 23, Blake Schwartz.
Blake Schwartz going to pick up the foul, his first, team first as well. Hogue going to get 2 free throws here. 30-18, just to make it 31-18, he got it.
Into the Bomber lineup, number 23, Nick Elby.
So 31-18, 3:59 to play. One more here from Hogue. Second one's good as well, 32-18.
And number 22, Cooper Hobson.
32-18, under 4 to play here in the third quarter. Macomb and Payson-Seymour battling it out here at the hangar. Across the court, into the front court goes Schwartz. Ball tapped away from him. Watson with it. Watson on the defensive end. He's double teamed down the right corner. Go the Indians. Gooding with a drive. Kicks ahead now. Back outside, Sparks with it. Sparks drives, kicks ahead to Schwartz. Pulls up, jumper, missed it. Rebound, Bombers on the other end. Watson to bring it across the logo. Looking, cross-court pass to line ball. Line ball with it, 3:23 to play in the third quarter. Holthouse in the front court, over to line ball. Left court, Braden Holthouse. Watson with it, now to Cooper Hobson. 3:05 to play in the third quarter. Watson in the left side, back to Holthouse. Top of the key, three ball, fade away, yes!
That's a three from Braden Holthouse.
Braden Holthouse buries another one, and it's a 35-18 lead with 2:46 to play, and Tyler Dushinsky will take a timeout. We will as well. Back after this on the BSN.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory. Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb.
Good to have you here with us tonight. Tuesday Night Hoops on the Bombers Sports Network. And the Bombers are going to not stop believing. They're going to need that word again in this postseason. That was obviously the theme of last year. Believe. And the Bombers certainly believing they can get the job done here again tonight, and believing they can get a couple wins and maybe even a regional plaque right here at home next week. We'll see how it all plays out, though, one game at a time. 2:40 to play in the third quarter, 35-18 out of Tyler Dushinsky's timeout. Right corner now, it is Gooding. Gooding with a drive. I'm going to knock line ball with a foul. Looked like it was all ball from our perspective. Can't see it, though.
Team fourth.
So line ball going to be charged with a foul. His second, team fourth. And Landon Gooding going to shoot two. First one up, and he got it. 35-19. So one more to go here. The second one. Missed it. Used every part of the rim. Rebound Nick Elby. He'll push to Braden Holthouse. Two will bring it across the logo at mid-floor with 2:20 to play. 35-19. Holthouse with it in the front court. He'll feed to the right corner, find Cooper Hobson. Hobson looking for the open man. He'll find Watson at the top of the key with 2:10 to play. Line ball with it now. Bombers moving around on the outside perimeter. Left corner Holthouse back ahead to Cooper Hobson. Hobson on the drive, kicks back left corner for Holthouse. In trouble, trying to find an answer. Watson ready for him at the top of the key with 1:57 to play. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic. Cooper Hobson with it in the front court, back out to Watson. Bombers trying to find a path here. Also can wind down this clock a little bit as they wait for the play call from Jeremy Anderson. Line ball to Cooper Hobson. Hobson couple steps into the right corner and a whistle, and he's fouled.
Payson foul on number 44, Nicholas Boone, his first.
Going to be on Boone, his first, team second. And Colin Adams going to come in off the bench for Cooper Hobson. Watson out of the gate, three ball. Missed it off the top of the back iron. Rebound Payson-Seymour, they'll push the other way. Barker with it. Barker into the right corner, out of bounds.
It's Bomber Basketball.
And it will be Bomber Basketball with 1:31 to play in the third quarter. .125 to play. Holthouse brings it across the Bomber logo. Colin Adams. Left corner now is Drew Watson. Watson looking. Back to line ball at the top of the key. Front court drive. Line ball. Back outside Watson. Watson to line ball. They exchange back and forth. Ahead for Braden Holthouse. Holthouse with a drive, and he's fouled.
Payson foul on number 20, Dalton Phillips. His first.
Dalton Phillips going to be picked up that one. His first, team third. 35-19, 1:07 to play in the third quarter. LB out there now, left corner. He'll kick the line ball. Line ball with a drive to LB. Wide open basket, and he got it as we hit the 1 minute mark of the third quarter. Nick LB up and good. LB with 4 on the night, and the Bombers go the other way with it. Payson on the offensive end now. Outside, drive, corner 3 on the way. Barker missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Tapped around. Holthouse is all by himself as he chases it down. Kicks it back out to Colin Adams. Adams to Watson. Watson. And Holthouse wasn't quite ready for the 3, or rather Drew Watson. And Watson says, that's on me. And we have a whistle and a foul.
Payson foul on number 20, Dalton Phillips, his second.
And Dalton Phillips, going to be charged with the foul, his second, team 4th. And Watson to inbound. And Holthouse to bring it up the floor. 27-5 to play in the third quarter, 37-19. Knocked out of bounds there, and it will be Bomber basketball with 22-7 to play. Watson to Holthouse. Holthouse to set the offense here in the waning seconds of the third quarter. Colin Adams with it. Adams back out to Holthouse with 12. Watson at the top of the key, drives, 3 steps in from the free throw line. Back out to Holthouse for 3. Missed it. Shove in the backcourt. 3 seconds left. 2 seconds. 1. And a half-court heave from Watson. Got to be short. That is the end of 3 quarters. And the Macomb Bombers are going to have a 37-19 lead heading to the 4th. Back after these messages on the BSN.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by...
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning, Fint, and DeJody. Your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Welcome you back to Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. 1 quarter to go here, and the Bombers with a 37-19 lead as we prepare to get the 4th quarter underway. Payson basketball to get the final quarter underway. The Bomber student section will rise to their feet over there across the court. And Payson will begin with the possession. They'll bring it up into the front court. Nolan Sparks with it. Sparks with a drive. Kicks ahead to Lane Barker. Barker at the free throw line. Outside perimeter now. It is Davenport. Davenport ahead to Sparks. Sparks to the basket. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on number 24, Nolan Sparks, his first, team first.
And Sparks will be charged with the offensive foul, his first, team first. 7:44 to play, 37-19. Bombers leading the Indians. Conley, cross-court pass, almost went into the front row there. Jeremy Anderson says you got to settle down. Watson in the front court. Watson keeping it there. 7:25 to play. Hogue with it. Left corner now is Conley. Conley to the front of the key. And Lambert with it. Watson with a drive. Back out to Hogue. Bombers running offense here as they lead 37-19. Zach Keene and Justin Ellison hopping off the bench, telling them what to do. Conley from 15 feet. He got it.
Malachi Conley.
Malachi Conley gets it to go. And a 20-point lead for the Bombers now, 39-19. Whistle, and that'll be kicked.
Possession stays with the Indians.
And it's going to stay with Payson. Cooper Hobson's going to return for Jeremy Anderson.
Cooper Hobson.
So line ball going to come out. Cooper Hobson going to come in, 39-19. Drive basket. And Blake Schwartz is fouled. 3 away.
Bomber foul at number 0, Nolan Hogue, his first.
And Hogue going to pick up the foul. First for him, team first as well. Schwartz to the line. He's 3 points away from becoming the all-time leading scorer. If he makes both of these, it puts him 1 basket away. Got it. First one's good, 33-20, and he's 2 away. One more here for Schwartz, 39-20. Second one, and he got them both. He's 1 point away from having the record. 39-21. 6:45 to play. Watson to bring it up into the front court. Double team there. Conley now looking. Conley back to Watson at the top of the key. Watson to Hogue in the right corner. Hogue with it back to Langdon Lambert at the top. Lambert ahead to Watson. 6:27 to play to Conley in the left corner. Conley down low to Lambert. Lambert trying to fight his way in there. Ball comes out loose, picked up by the Indians. They'll push the other way. Ahead now for Davenport. Davenport now to Barker. Barker to Nolan Sparks. Sparks with a drive. Ball comes out loose. And finally out of bounds, and it will be Payson basketball.
Payson basketball.
6:09 to play. Nolan Sparks to bring it up into the front court with 6 minutes to play in the contest. 39-21. Ball swatted away. Malachi Conley on the break. 2-on-1 to the basket. Conley up, and he scores in a foul. A lead back to 20.
Conley. Payson foul on number 3, Lucas Davenport, his first.
So Lucas Davenport picks up the foul, his first, team's second. And Malachi Conley can't complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Bombers with a 20-point lead, this to make it 21. First one on its way, and he missed it off the front iron. Rebound Payson. Jeremy Anderson says get back. Schwartz on the rebound. If he makes a basket, he will have the all-time leading scorer in Payson history. Watson charged with a foul. His second. Team's second as well. Payson basketball out of bounds. Into the front court for Schwartz. Guarded by Watson. Ball comes out loose. Bomber coaches want it to be over and back. Back into the front court for Nolan Sparks. Sparks with it. Into the right side. Corner now. Barely knocked by line ball. Line ball double team. Back to the front court for Davenport. Cross court pass to Sparks. Sparks into the lane. Ahead now to Phillips. Phillips on the outside perimeter to Barker. Barker into the left corner. Ahead to Davenport. Davenport double teamed and a whistle and a foul.
Bomber foul on number 3, Isaac Linebaugh. His third, team third. Back into the Bomber lineup, number 12.
So that foul on Linebaugh. His third, team third. 41-21, the Bombers with a 20-point advantage. Right to the basket goes Schwartz, and there it is. The all-time leading scorer in Payson basketball history, and the Payson crowd rises to their feet. Zach Keene is out on the floor now.
Timeout, Payson.
Payson called a timeout. Zach Keene is not happy. He's vocal with the officials as the Payson fans celebrate.
Blake Schwartz now becomes the all-time leading scorer in Payson-Seymour history, breaking the old record.
So Schwartz basket good. And yes, Tyler Dushinsky does get the timeout because they have the full right to call that, and that's how that will go. So full timeout, Tyler Dushinsky. And the Bombers going to talk things over as Payson cutting into the Bombers' lead there. 41-23 now with 25 seconds left here in the timeout. Bombers will be on the road Friday night in Monmouth for the bragging rights battle. They will play Monmouth-Roseville at the Shoebox. And that is the final regular season game of the campaign for Macomb this year. And then they will face Canton in the 2A regional semifinals here at the Hangar on Wednesday night. Hogue ahead to Conley. Ball comes out loose. Conley able to secure it. Conley up to the basket, lays it up and in. Lead back to 20. 20-point lead for the Bombers, 43-23, 4:50 to play. Right front court. Here's Schwartz. Schwartz ahead now to Phillips. Phillips outside perimeter, back out to Schwartz. Payson will move it around here with a 20-point deficit. To the basket. Back outside to Phillips. To the corner three. On the way, it's good for Schwartz. Schwartz, the all-time leading scorer now in Payson basketball history, with the basket prior to the timeout. 43-26 now. Coop Conley with it, left corner. Ahead to line ball. Line ball, back out to Hogue with 4:10 to play. Conley with it. Back out to Hogue with 4 minutes to play in the contest. Hogue with it. Back out to line ball. Three ball, Conley. Missed it. Right into the hands of Blake Schwartz. Bombers will have to reset on the defensive end. Schwartz crossed the timeline with 3:45 to play. Schwartz ahead now to Nolan Sparks. Sparks, three ball, no good. Rebound Nolan Hogue, and the Bombers will push the other way with 3:36 to play. Hogue with it. Hogue ahead. Hogue out to Conley. Conley with it in the front court with 3:28 to play. Holthouse with it to Hogue to the basket, and he's fouled.
Foul on number 20.
Dalton Phillips picks up that foul, his third, team third as well, and Hogue going to shoot two more. 3:21 left in this ball game. We'll have live post-game reaction with Jeremy Anderson next.
Into the Bomber lineup, Macon Allison.
And the line change for Macomb. Adams, Allison, and Watson in there. So 3 of the 5. 3:21 to play. 44-26. Second free throw on the way. Missed it. Off the back iron. Rebound Payson. Hogue will go 1 of 2. To the basket. Up and no good for the Indians. Rebound Nolan Hogue. And Watson will grab the ball across the timeline. Watson ahead to Braden Holthouse. Colin Adams with it in the front court to Allison. Back to Watson in the left corner. Back out to Allison. Under 3 to play in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, and it will be Payson basketball. Nick Elby coming in for the Bombers. 2:49 to play, 44-26. Line ball coming back in for Holthouse, and he'll get an ovation as he takes the seat for the night.
Also in the Bomber lineup, number 3, Isaac Kleinball.
14 points for Holthouse tonight. He had a good evening, and he leads the way for Macomb in scoring as of now. Heading into the last 2.5 minutes here.
Bomber basketball.
Out of bounds, and it will be Bomber basketball.
Entering this Payson lineup, number 25, Dalton Laurel.
That lady's son, buddy.
Cross court. Into the front court goes line ball. He's double teamed. Got to get out of there, and he does. Watson across the midcourt logo. Watson, left corner 3 on the way. Adams missed it. Rebound, Payson-Seymour. They'll push the other way with 2:15 to play in the contest. And a whistle and a foul.
Number 3, Isaac Lineball, his 4th, team 4th.
Lineball's 4th, team 4th as well.
Isaac House.
And Watson's going to take a seat for the night. Isaac House comes in for Macomb. 2:15 to play in the contest. .205 to play. Payson with it. Outside perimeter is Baker for 3. Buried it.
3-point basket, Ashton Baker.
So Baker with 3 on the night. 44-29. Line ball with it. Front court, 1:50 to play. Allison over to Isaac House in the left corner. House with a drive. Floater from 10 feet. Missed it. Gets his own rebound. Goes down with it. Ball comes out loose. Elby picks it up at the free throw line. Left corner for Adams. Finds a path to the basket. Lays it up and in.
Colin Adams.
And there's Jeremy Anderson's timeout.
It is a
30-second timeout with 1:36 to play in the contest. So again, we'll have live coverage for you in Monmouth on Friday night. Bombers' final game of the regular season, bragging rights, the Battle of US 67. That comes your way Friday from the Shoebox in Monmouth, Illinois, and we'll have that one for you. And then America's Original March Madness next week as the Macomb Bombers face the Canton Little Giants in the preliminary round one of the IHSA Regional Semifinals. I guess round two, really. The Bombers get the bye, and as did Canton in this. How it all worked out. Bombers and the Little Giants, that is next week on Wednesday night right here at the Hangar in Macomb, Illinois in the IHSA Class 2A Regional Semifinals. Out of the timeout, now they'll be knocked out of bounds into the Bomber cheer team over there.
Bomber basketball, entering the Payson lineup, number 11, Jace Gilmore.
1:26 to play. Adams gets it in. Line ball with it with 1:20 to play. Line ball across the timeline. Triple teamed over there in the corner. Got to get out of it. Not able to do so. Stolen away by the Payson-Seymour Indians. They'll push ahead. 1:13 to play. 46-29. Payson in the lead. Payson trailing Macomb. Martin with it. Ahead out of bounds, and it will be Bomber basketball. 1:05 to go. 46-29. 1:05 left in the contest. Line ball with it. Across the midcourt logo. Trying to find a path. Kicks to the corner. Petty for three. Missed it. Ball loose on the floor. Somebody trying to pick it up. Payson gets to it first. Tripped up for it, though. And line ball picks it up in the backcourt. 50 seconds to play. Line ball. Brings it to the front court. Gives to Isaac House. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic. In the front court is House with a drive. Kicking ahead to Macon Allison. 35 seconds left in it. Petty with it. Petty looking back to the top of the key for line ball with 27 seconds in the contest. Petty with it. Corner now is Isaac House. Down to 20 seconds. Isaac House driving, and that'll go out of bounds with 18-4 left on the clock. 15 seconds left here. Payson will bring up into the front court. Drive to the basket. Kick ahead. Jumper on the way. No good. And the Bombers will grab the rebound. And as the old song goes, they say, "How do you like me now?" 23-4 are the Macomb Bombers with a 46-29 win over the Payson-Seymour Indians in their final home game of the regular season. We'll be back with post-game reaction after these messages. You're watching and listening to the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Alan Thompson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, stop by today for a free quote or give them a call at 309-833-2400. You can also visit them online at www.allansf.com. Like a good neighbor, Alan Thompson is there. Backtown Fitness, Western Illinois' exciting new outlet for fitness. Experience fun, interactive workouts led by licensed expert trainings and a supportive community. Ready to elevate your fitness game? Visit a recovery room and start your journey today at Mactown Fitness in Macomb. Ron LB Auto Sales. LB Auto Sales, family owned and operated, located at 1525 East Jackson Street in Macomb, offering you the best quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop in or visit us online at lbsellscars.com to see our full list of inventory.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Pumo Insurance Agency. Let their friendly, experienced, and knowledgeable staff help you find the best coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, auto, life, agriculture, individual, or group insurance, they've got you covered. Pumo Insurance, 19 East Side Square in Macomb. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider. You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older. Looking for your next vehicle? Kunis Country has the best deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Friendly service, unbeatable prices, and a huge selection. Visit Kunis Country today and drive home happy. Stop and see them at 3200 East Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Need reliable insurance? Tom Conklin State Farm has you covered. Whether it's auto, home, or life insurance, Tom and his team are here to protect what matters most. Call today and get a free quote from your local trusted insurance agent at 309-837-1200 or stop in at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Harry Masato Golf Course. The Harry Masato Golf Course at Western Illinois University has been serving the campus community and the city of Macomb for over 50 years. Stop out and see what the Harry Masato Golf Course has in store for 2024. Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
The Macomb Bomber Booster Club. Visit them today at www.bombersports.org to find out how you can get signed up and support all Bomber athletics this season. Get in the game. Join the Bomber Sports Boosters today.
Farmers, are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
We join you back here on the Bomber Sports Network postgame show. Macomb 46, Payson-Seymour 29, and the Bombers over the 2-year stretch here at the hangar, they are 19-1. That is what they finished their final record with, 19-1 here at the hangar in the regular season over this 2-year stretch. So incredible feat there for this program. And the Bombers 19-1 over 2 years, and they finished the job tonight 46-29 over the Payson-Seymour Indians. Macomb led tonight by Braden Holthouse, 14 points. Malachi Conley right there behind him with 12. So a nice performance from those two, and those two obviously going to be crucial in the next 2 weeks for this Macomb team as they head into the postseason and beyond. And, of course, if Macomb wants to, make a run and make a push here, like they did this time last year, Braden Holthouse is going to have to be all systems go. Conley, Lambert, Watson, Hogue, everybody. Line ball, Nick Elby off the bench. Everybody's going to have to be full systems go. And, one of the things that's going to have to happen is the team's got to be one unit going into this postseason run. And they certainly have the potential to do so. So, Macomb, all systems go. One more to go, though. They'll play Monmouth-Roseville at the Shoebox. That's on Friday night in the Battle of US 67. Bragging rights, of course, on the line. And Macomb will have the chance to get their bragging rights back in Monmouth on Friday night. Final numbers here for the Macomb Bombers. 7 points for Nolan Hogue, 5 for Drew Watson. Malachi Conley adds 12, 14 for Braden Holthouse, 2 for Colin Adams, 4 for Nick Elby, 2 for Langdon Lambert, and that ends the scoring column for Macomb, 46 in total. 7 for Lane Barker on Payson-Seymour's side. Landon Gooding adds 1, 1 for Connor Howell, 5 for Ashton Baker, and 2 for Nicholas Boone. And in the end, for Payson-Seymour, Blake Schwartz adds 9 and becomes the all-time leading scorer in Payson-Seymour basketball history. And they just had the opportunity to get some photos on the floor, of course. And we congratulate that young man on that accomplishment tonight. And he will be in the history books for a long, long time there at Payson-Seymour. And, of course, all congratulations to him on accomplishing that feat tonight and becoming the all-time leading scorer in Payson-Seymour basketball history. So good work for him. Again, Macomb, one more to go in the regular season, 23-4 on the year. And Macomb lost out, of course, on a couple of games this year, which didn't happen last year. So a couple of less games played this year in the regular season. And the Bombers, one more to go. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with Jeremy Anderson and more from the hangar after these messages. You're watching and listening to Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Abram Olson Country Financial in Macomb. Abram is available to help you with your insurance and financial needs, and he enjoys helping friends and neighbors in the Macomb area protect what they have and prepare for their future. Stop in and see him today at 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb. The YMCA in McDonough County. The YMCA has tons of programs to offer and are now enrolling for their fall session. Check out their website for more information at www.macombymca.org or contact them at 309-833-2129. The YMCA, McDonough County, now open 24/7 for those 18 years or older.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by Farmers, are you tired of waterlogged fields that slow you down and cost you money? At ADI, we understand the importance of efficiency. Their advanced drainage systems protect your crops and boost yields, letting you focus on what you do best. Call them today at 800-545-9044 to start building your water management. Go Bombers and go ADI. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Join you back here live at the hangar. Again, the postgame show continues here. Macomb 46, Payson-Seymour 29 in the last regular season game played here at the hangar. And, of course, everybody being embraced by their folks out here on the floor. And an all-around good performance tonight for the Macomb Bombers as they win this one 46-29. Again, final game of the campaign here at home. And good way to end it out here. And, of course, a tough Monmouth-Roseville team on Friday night, still ahead for Macomb. And we'll see how all that plays out, of course. We're still waiting Jeremy Anderson out of the locker room, and we'll talk to him about this one. And kind of a shaky start in the beginning, and Payson hung around with Macomb in that first quarter. Quarter scores 12-6 after one, and 24-12 at half. So both teams scored 12 and 12 in the first quarter for Macomb, and 6 and 6 for Payson-Seymour. And then Macomb kind of started pulling away in that third quarter. And the third quarter was the difference for Macomb, 13-7. And the Bombers pull away 37-19 after 3, and then 46-29 at the end. And they get the victory here tonight at home. So everything, all systems go here as we prepare for the postseason. And again, that's the next time we will see this gym, as Jeremy Anderson is making his way up the stairs right now. And it's, of course, going to be a great environment next week, and always a pleasure when you get the regional on your home floor. Coach Anderson making his way up here now. Get this cord out of the way. Got me, Coach?
I do.
Let you sit down here.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Coach Anderson is with us now, and 46-29, the last regular season home game. You guys get a victory, and I can't really believe we're saying that. Last regular season home game already, and one more to go, and then it's postseason time.
Yeah. Every year, I always say, you'll hear me say, man, it really flies by after the first of the year. And I think this year has, and I think the weather's kind of played tricks with us the last couple of weeks, and so made it even stranger, if that makes sense, to where there's been some postponements or cancellations and played tricks with the schedule again. But yeah, you wind it right down, right? And that regional tournament's going to start at the same time no matter what. It's going to be time to either keep winning and keep playing or collect the stuff here pretty quick. So
Brayton Holthouse leads you guys tonight with 14, Malachi Conley with 12. And those two guys obviously going to be pivotal players in the coming days and weeks for you guys, and really seemed like Holthouse got the 3-ball working tonight.
Yeah, I thought he shot the ball with a little bit more confidence tonight. Malachi made some really nice athletic plays. I thought Drew was outstanding defensively, especially on their main guy. You know, those 3 guys, Drew, Braden, and Malachi, have been carrying us all season, and so they really stepped up tonight as well. But I thought it was a really good team defensive effort. Like, we knew that some of the stuff that they wanted to try to run and how they were going to get looks. And I thought we guarded it fairly well. We only gave up 29, which I thought was pretty good against that team.
The Payson-Seymour Indians, of course, they'll be in 1A next week. They'll feed into Liberty Regional, and you guys have the pleasure of hosting 2A for the first time in about a decade, 2014. Obviously, if you're counting the new year, I guess it's 11 years, over a decade. But, of course, people remember the last time we did host a regional was 2018, and it was Class 3A. And that was just one of those weird years where you're just kind of out of sorts. And
I can
you guys
remember,
played Washington.
Yeah, we played Washington in the first game, and Washington was actually really young that year. They'd had a really good season the season before and had graduated several seniors that were vital parts to that team. So coming into that season, they were really relatively young. I think they started 2 or 3 sophomores in that game, and they were really big. They were a lot bigger than what we were. Our guys, on that team played really hard. We were just kind of overmatched. We were kind of overmatched that night. And then the championship game was it Notre Dame against Central, or was it Notre Dame? Yeah, that might have been the championship game. It's kind of funny that they had to come all the way over here to play it.
Yeah, I don't miss those days.
Right.
Those were tough games. But you guys will host for the first time in a little over a decade, and all right, all good there. Coach Anderson getting some advice there from Coach Lang where they were talking there. But, what's it mean for you guys as a program to on your home floor and probably really see this place rocking next week?
I hope so. I really hope that our student body takes the advantage and comes out and supports the guys. I thought the last couple of home games we've had better cronies over there, and so maybe if they know that it's postseason, we'll have a really good group. I think the guys will take a lot of pride in it. I don't remember. I don't think we lost a home game this year.
Yeah.
We might not have lost one last year. Oh, we did. We lost to West Hand. So we've lost
19-1 over 2 years.
So that's a really good record, right? To chance to see Coach Grant's team on video play Sherrard, and man, they are really well. They are physical. They're really guarding. They're shooting the ball with confidence. They only lost. And Sherrard's the #1 seed in our subsectional. So going up there to their place, I anticipate that to be a dogfight. I really do.
All right, Coach. Well, we look forward to it, and one more to go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
appreciate
congratulations. 46-29, the final this one. That's Coach Jeremy Anderson on the postgame show, and the Macomb Bombers finish the home season over 2 years with a record of 19-1, and that is a great feat for this program. And they are 23-4 heading into their final game of the regular season. We want to let you know this broadcast has been an exclusive presentation of the Bomber Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Bomber Sports Network is prohibited. Our sports director is Justice Keene, and our station engineer and cameraman is Rich Foundler. So live here from the hangar, one final time in the regular season, I'm Justice Keene saying farewell. The Macomb Bombers move to 23-4 with 1 game to go. We'll see you in Monmouth on Friday night for Bomber Sports Network bragging rights as Chuck Grant and Jeremy Anderson go at it for the final time this year. So long, and we will see you Friday night. Go Bombers. Good night from the hangar.